Welcome, we are back with another episode of Zero to Hero, Tank Edition. It's the last episode of the season and we're just 2 weeks away from Season 2. I'm excited, but not because of the new dungeons, but purely because I'll never have to play City of Threads ever again. Anyway, let's get back to playing our broke boy Brewmaster. We managed to scrape together a little bit of gold, but honestly, with the amount of wipes that happen in this episode, that money won't last very long. Let's kick today's episode off with 11 Siege of Boralus. The first pull in any dungeon is always scary, and Siege of Boralus is no exception, but once you settle in and get into a rhythm, it's less intimidating. This dungeon wasn't too bad. There was a few mistakes, like when someone aggroed the Enforcer right as I started the next pack. A few months ago, this would have been a key over moment, but now everyone is so overgeared that it wasn't a huge problem. We got some really good RNG on the bombs, so pathing the boss into the first three was super easy. The random pulls still continued, but we managed to live through this one. Then, on the next pull, all hell broke loose. Holy shit. I don't know how I kept that pull alive, but big ups to the healer for keeping me standing for so long. We kept pushing forward, but once I got to the giant boss, I had a massive brain fart. For some reason, I forgot I could just walk forward after aiming the frontal, but instead, I waited it out and tried to time the perfect barrel roll.
Oh! He needs some milk!
10 out of 10 for effort. We got a battle res and cleaned up the boss. Someone mentioned that my detox doesn't actually cleanse putrid water, but I still press it anyway. I almost died to the smash, but a quick expel harm and whatever else was put on me kept me from throwing the key. That ended up being the scariest moment on this boss, but we didn't manage to throw the key away and timed it with just 46 seconds on the clock. We also got a new trinket, so I can finally stop listening to this.
Collect or stand in circle.
I forgot to record the Dawnbreaker, man. How do I keep forgetting to record Dawnbreaker? It is what it is, man. Fuck's sake. I'm so bad at this game. Well, there are the stats in the bottom if you want to see. That was from the Dawnbreaker. Yeah, my bad. I'm super low in storage space and I forgot to hit record. It was an easy key and there weren't any good moments, so you didn't miss much. But now we're about to do a 10th City of goddamn Threads, so you already know we're in for a treat.
Defensive. Defensive.
Kill it. No way. No way. Oh, no way. I hate City of Threads. Turns out I ran out of Algary healing pots, so me making that crazy play trying to grab all the orbs was pretty dumb. I didn't want the boss to heal, but the affix came in at the worst time and I died. And I guess the affix went through anyway, so the boss just healed up. It is what it is. Let's jump into the easier spider dungeon. Ara-Kara. We were genuinely having such a good run. I even learned that Transcendence tech. Oh.
Nope.
But it didn't matter because we lost our Warlock and Mistweaver on the very next set of mechanics.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping?
We ran it back, but the Mistweaver doesn't know the Transcendence tech. So he got seduced by the suck. 2 wipes later, and we finally finished the key. We failed, got 0 loot, and it was a waste of time. Let's waste some more time on a 10-gram Batol. Oh, and it's a new week, so a new affix. But at least we got this cool looking belt. I don't know what was going on in this dungeon, but bosses took ages to kill. My pool sizes were good, and we weren't dying a lot, but it just felt slow. We got to the third boss with 11 minutes on the clock. so I was still confident we could time this key. But then... What? Yeah. It was the Ascendant affix this week, so that means a bunch of orbs will come down and you need to gobble them up. If you don't, the orbs will make the boss turn into an angry stepfather, which is a bad time for everyone involved. We ran it back, but with my terrible POV, I couldn't see what was going on. It seemed like someone decided to shake hands with the ads. At this point, I was fed up. The key was thrown out the window, and that's when I made my discovery. I just realized that the monk's done 86k damage overall. I was at 84, I can't see there's something blocking it, but what is he doing? Why is he not hitting? He's not used a single tiger palm. What talent tree is he doing? To be fair, I'm looking at it like I even know, but what the hell? His trinket's done more damage than his fucking crackling jade lightning. What? I'm so confused. Yeah, so we failed that key. I didn't know Mistweaver could be played any other way. I thought Fistweaver was the only correct build. I guess you really do learn something new every day. I got a ring that I didn't need, and I gave it to the Mistweaver. He begged me for it, and I told him about Fistweaver. Let's hope for our sake he looks into it. 10 city threads. Let's see how that goes. Alright, I'm changing up my game plan on this. Help with orbs. Oh. Hold on. I want to show how I actually do this boss, because honestly, at this point, I don't know if it's me or what. I know this boss is a healer check, but you legit need to beg people to pick up the orbs, otherwise they just won't do it. Can someone who is better than me at this game please send me a video or explain this fight, because I swear every single group I have wipes to this damn boss.
Defensive.
Imagine doing that the first time. We ran back another city of threads, but this one failed a little differently. We soothed past this first pack. This means if we die, we can't get past these mobs again without the priest. Our priest then got captured and got sent back to the start. I grew a little bit impatient waiting for him and pulled this pack. My warrior then got hit by this massive frontal and died. Our priest finally joined back up with us, but the hunters still ended up dying. Everyone forgot about the Soothe pack, and once we got to the last group, the big boy spiders turned up and killed us all. Not like it mattered anyway, because this still happened.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must.
What a surprise. We ended up running the boss back, beating it, and then finishing the dungeon. But I'm so over this dungeon. Please bring on season 2 already. A 10 Ara-Kara. This was another painful dungeon. As you can see by the DPS, it's not going too great. We fumbled on the first boss, dying to Alert and Shrill when the boss had 50% HP left. We got the healer back up, but it didn't help much. We could barely kill the ads, and the room was looking like a spunk fest. So yeah, this dungeon was chalk too. Bro, he's 597 eye level. What eye level was this guy? What? I'm seriously gonna be humbled next season. I haven't played DPS yet. Hell, I haven't played DPS since season 1 of Dragonflight. So all this trash talk about DPS being easy is gonna come back to bite me. The first pull in this dungeon is always a pain, especially on Brewmaster. The only class I comfortably do this pull on is Demon Hunter, and that is only because I start this dungeon with meta. We didn't end up throwing this pull, and once we got back up, we managed to gain the threat back and take out the remaining mobs. We had 2 pumpers in this dungeon. This rogue was pumping so hard he ripped the aggro off me on the first boss, but this was kind of my fault. I didn't use taunt and was throwing the spear, so my threat level was shocking. We had a good success rate with the frontals until it hit the druid. It's not like he had any impact anyway, we still cleaned up the first boss. I'm speaking to my mom and still out DPSing the guy. Like, come on. What is going on? We out here multitasking while tanking a 10. If that's not skill, I don't know what is. Also, look how clean this group up was on these mobs. I've been telling my team to focus the Necromancer, and while they do that, I will use the orb so they can't cast, and we usually melt this pack pretty fast. We had good RNG with the spawn points on the ad phase, so this boss wasn't too difficult. I also had another little slip up on the third boss. For some reason, my taunt went on the creation instead of the boss, and it slapped up my healer. But we got him back up and still took down the boss. As usual, I was fighting for my life on this last boss. The only time I get to take a breather is when the ice shards come down. But once that's over, it's back to keyboard mashing. Overall, I'll give Brewmaster a 7 out of 10. His mobility is cool, but the threat is so bad at times. Sometimes it will leave me panicking and hitting all the wrong buttons. Also, we rely too much on having a good healer. I do have good self-healing, but I never really got my head around it, so most of the time I'm just screaming in pain. This concludes the journey of our Brewmaster. Maybe we'll make a return in Season 2, who knows. If you like the content, subscribe. If you made it this far, we already know you like the content, so subscribe anyway. Like, comment, all of that good stuff. Thanks for watching, bye bye.